18,000 miles on it instead of a Porsche 911. I've earned my, and I went from the Borgata Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey, to the auditorium here in Melbourne. I've earned my gray hairs. I'm keeping, thank you, hell yeah, you can applaud that. And then she says to me, she says, well, I don't know about your situation down here in the nether region, Mary. She says, if there's gray down here, Bob, she says, if there's a little snow on the shrubbery, okay? And Dale, if you have a little bit too much powdered sugar down by your donuts, she says, I can help you. And you know what you do? You know what you do? She says, you take warm coffee grinds and you slap them down there, Dale, for like 10 or 15 minutes. And Dale, Amanda, Bob, it works, Dale, it works. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Only problem, I've been kicked out of every Starbucks in the Tri-County area. Guys, that is my time. Thank you very much for having me. Are you ready for your headline act? Come on, let me hear you guys, right? Your headliner, I've worked with this man a dozen times, 24 times. He is the opening act for Larry the Cable Guy. He is local. Please give it up for the one, the only, Shannon Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Shannon!
Working hard for you. Good boy. How y'all doing? Fantastic. Amen. I was in a hurry getting over here. Came from my day job. Work at Target. I don't work at Target. You kidding me? I'm 65 years old. I'm retired. I just like dressing like this and going to Target. Messes with their heads. People think you know stuff when you dress like this. A lady came up to me, she said, do you know where electronics is? I just looked at her and said, screw you. She goes, you got a bad attitude. I'm going to go tell your manager. I said, bitch, you can't find electronics. You ain't going to find my manager. That door in the back that says do not enter, I think he's in there. You dress like this, it looks like you know stuff. It looks like you're one of those house detectives or a police officer or something of authority like that. But really what this is that I'm wearing is the married man outfit. It's from the J.C. Penney I'm Not Getting Laid Anyway collection. I got the whole outfit. There's a mannequin in J.C. Penney right now, butt naked. Happy as hell. Got no hair on his head. Got no dick. Got a steel rod shoved up his ass. But he don't care because he's not wearing this outfit. He's got a chance to get laid. I didn't check the billing on this when they said I was going to be here. I didn't know. I'm not a clean comic. Is that okay? I am not filthy. I talk about adult things. I talk about my dick not working. I talk about stuff. But if I don't never mean to offend anybody, so if we got any good Christian people that go, this is Christian comedy, stop talking like that. I can't believe it. I'm burning in hell right now. I don't mean to offend anybody. This is 99% of what I'm going to talk about is true. I grew up in Melbourne, Florida. I went to Melbourne High School. We got Melbourne High people?
Yeah.
Yeah? I was class of 78. What class were you, youngster? Look, I got nose hairs older than you. I actually was in this auditorium right here in 1979 when Gallagher was on that stage. Right there. And I was sitting there pissing my pants in like the 6th row because he was my idol. And he's trying to get people on stage and I'm waving my hand, pick me, pick me, pick me. And now here I am doing what I love to do. I've been doing this since 1987. Jim and I, we go all around the country doing comedy. And it's comedy, it comes from real life, it's stuff like that. And it's like certain things that the kids don't understand. I see, these are my people. here. Most of you people are my people, the compression socks wearing people. We're older. I'm 65 years old. I'm on Medicare. I mean, my problems are solved, right? Yeah, you don't have to pay for anything anymore. You got Medicare. You paid it into your whole life, and everything's free now, right? Right? Yeah? Yeah, they hassle you. They get in your mailbox. They call you on the phone. Everything to sign you up, and you think everything's going to be kumbaya. And it's not. I got a plan G. Plan G is G. I have no idea what this does. But that's what we grew up in the 60s and 70s. We grew up when things were tough. We grew up when toys could kill you. We grew up when they had mosquito trucks that used to drive around the neighborhood that sprayed the most noxious crap on the planet. And your parents would call you, you were in bed, you were watching TV, mosquito truck, you could hear it coming down the street with the big flashing yellow light. And your parents would call you to go outside and chase the mosquito truck. Get underneath the poison. We would ride on our bicycles and come back all soaking wet with DDT. Didn't bother me a bit. We used to have Halloween. Remember when Halloween was fun? Remember when Halloween you used to get dressed up on a Thursday and you wouldn't come back till a Sunday? You would not come back until your face was on a milk carton. We wouldn't. We didn't use those little bags that they use for Halloween, you know, with the little boo on the, no. We used pillowcases. And we would drag them. We would go, I grew up in Satellite Beach mostly, and then Melbourne Beach, but Satellite Beach, we used to go all up and down. You'd keep going and going, and then you would take the candy to a secret spot and you would bury it so that you could have it for later. Because if you brought it back to the house, your parents took it from you and gave it to other kids. This was back when you had Halloween, where my father used to put on these green goblin-looking gloves, and they would open the door and he would literally grab a child and pull them into the house. Could you imagine that right now? I would be visiting him in jail. We used to do, it was so cool, all the stuff that we used to do. And they don't do this stuff anymore. It's just goofy like that. All the stuff that we used to do. And I used to come from Melbourne Beach, and I'd have to ride a school bus from Melbourne Beach all the way to Melbourne High School. It took like 4 days to get there. But you had school bus drivers. Most of your school bus drivers were retired people. And we had the one school bus driver that drove us. Her name was Harriet. She was missing an eye. Her one eye was gone. She had cataracts in one eye. She couldn't see. She used to be able to hit you 4 seats back with her hand. She would smack you with the hand and keep you in line. She worked nights at the convenience store. She was used to getting guns put in her face. She wasn't putting up with no kid shit. She was ready. And we would drive all the way from Melbourne Beach, and guess what we would do? Any people know that going there? We would tell her to take us by the beach. Go by the beach. If you guys aren't familiar, I don't know, a lot of people staring like they're from the north. Go by the beach. Take us by the beach so we could see the surf. And then I would go down in Melbourne Beach. This is so long ago, it almost brings tears to my eyes. I would go to my house, which is about at least a half a mile from the beach, all the way down. I would run all the way down, grab my surfboard, and run all the way back to the beach. That's how young I was. That's how good shape I was now. Now I'm like, it's like a gender reveal. Holy shit. But I live in Florida. I like living in Florida. Like I said, I'm 65 years old. Natural disasters are slow here. We have hurricanes. We do. We have hurricanes. You can handle a hurricane, right? You can't outrun a tornado. You can't. Earthquake, you ain't outrunning an earthquake. A tornado will form off the tip of Africa. And the lady, the weather lady, who always, have you ever noticed that weather people always get knocked up? They start good, all hot, big titties, nice flat belly. And then all of a sudden you see this big belly that's covering up Georgia. What the fuck's going on here? And she'll take her pointer and she'll say, we have a formation. off the tip of Africa. Doesn't even have a name yet. We don't even have a name for it yet. It's Formation A. And that's the trick. That's how they do it. All you guys, if you don't know how to do this is important. Watch the Weather Channel. Look for a name. Once they give the hurricane a name, you know what kind of hurricane it's going to be. If it gives a silly little housewife name like Debbie, you know it's not going to blow anything. Now you get a hurricane with a Spanish name, that fucker's going to take your roof. But don't worry, he'll come back a week later to fix it. They're in the kitchen, they can't even hear us. Come on, lighten up. My wife's name is Doris, and she said, she watched the Hurricane Channel, and she said, I've never seen a Hurricane Doris. I said, that's because hurricanes blow, honey. All the guys laugh at that, the women hate it. Mary hates it. Hates it, hate it. And you can always tell if a woman's mad at something you have said, because they don't want to come out and get mad at you in public. So they have 3 ways of telling you, 3 ways. The first way is the nonverbal skills. The first way they do it is she gets up, grit their teeth. Mary's already done it. She grits her teeth and she looks at me and she goes, "You're an asshole." This lady right over here has done the second thing. She will give you the eyeballs. Hate you. Hate you. Hate you. Of course, she's got a lazy eye, so she hates you too. You do not have a lazy. She does not have a lazy eye. Has one titty bigger than the other, but she does not have a lazy eye. It's the left one. I was doing that show in Atlanta, Georgia, and a lady got mad at me. And I always tell people, these are just jokes. If you've got a lazy eye and you're in the audience, you probably can't even see me, you just hear voices. Same thing with midgets. I always do a show for little people. A bunch of comic friends of mine are little people. They think it's funny as hell. When I get the stage this high like this, Bert's got the stage just midget high. They ain't gonna get me. Ain't gonna get me. Rush the stage. Just like comics, you get rock and roll stars. That guy from Kiss, Ace guy, just died too bad. I'm not a big Kiss fan, but I hate to see performers die. But when you're a rock and roll performer, you get some cool shit. Women throw their panties at you, they rush the stage. They ain't rushing the stage for a comedian. Oh, you're so funny. Ain't never gonna happen. It's the same thing when they're rock and rolling. You paid like $50 for a ticket to go see this guy perform. And then what does he do? Sing it. Oh, fuck you, you sing it. That's why I paid the money. I'm sitting here in the seat getting high and drinking. You sing it. Come on, why the chicken cross the road? Ain't gonna happen. That's it. Blurt out anything incoherent. What is it? Number 3, what? Oh, you don't know I'm getting to it. I know you're gonna want to hear it too. What's number 1? Yes. What's number 2? Number 3, her vagina will snap shut. I'm a married man, I know that sound. It sounds like Tupperware. You will hear it burp. I've been in the living room, I've heard it snap shut in the bedroom, trust me. Now there's a signal to it when she's mad, there's a signal to it, because when the vagina snaps shut, the mouth will also snap shut. You will see her, she'll go like this. When you see her go like this, her pussy's going like, ain't nothing getting that back open. You're mad. When women are mad, they're mad. That's how it is. And that's what they do when they get mad. And that's the verbal cues that you get with women. It's funny. It's funny. I don't know. I gotta see what we got. Single people in the audience? We're all single or we're all coupled up? Oh, one guy by himself. Yeah, sometimes you'll see a woman shoot her hand up like, man, when she's on a dick drought. Man. Yeah, see that? I'm happy to be married. I'm on my third marriage. But I'll get to that. I got so much to talk about. It's so much fun. But I live in Florida like this. You know what they don't do in Florida? They don't put on the brochure that illegal drugs float up on our beach every day. Does anybody tell you that? People be moving down here a lot faster. They do. Drugs float up on our beach every day. But then the Coast Guard patrols off the beach and intercepts my drugs. And what they used to do is they used to document the stuff. They bring it into the port. They document it and destroy it, but that took too much time. So they were allowed to destroy it at sea, document and destroy at sea. So they would take all the marijuana they would find it, they document and destroy it. Now they destroy marijuana, they burn it. Makes sense, all the seagulls get all fucked up. And when they find cocaine out in the ocean, they document and destroy it. Now they destroy the cocaine, they tear it open and they dump it into the ocean. And it's pissing all the ecologists off. All the ecologists are getting all mad because it's messing with the sea life. It's true, they clocked a sea turtle doing 90 miles an hour with a woody. Not a woody you can count on. I remember back in the 80s when I first started doing comedy that the comedians used to want to get paid half and half. Half their money in cash, half their money in cocaine. Cocaine back in the 80s was going off, wasn't it? I don't remember. I remember I used to do it a little bit. I had to stop. I stopped everything. I don't smoke pot. I don't drink. I'll get to that too. But cocaine, whoo, that's a drug. You got to watch that drug. Like that. I was doing the cocaine, and then I stopped when my teeth got just the right size. And then I stopped. People that know cocaine, they know it. Like, I don't like cocaine. I just like the smell of it. That's good, but don't do that drug. That's a dangerous drug. Don't do any drugs. Drugs are bad. Ooh, drugs. Pot's good, but the rest is bad. But it's the same thing when you're dealing with it here. There's certain parts about living in Florida that's cool. And when the hurricanes come, we watch the Weather Channel report. Now, when a hurricane comes here, are we going to evacuate? No. All the people in this room that are people who've been in Florida a while know that we're not going to evacuate. Why don't we evacuate? You got 7 or 10 days for this hurricane to get to us. Why don't we evacuate? Because Florida's like in the shape of a penis. It's only got 2 veins going in and out of it. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to get out of here. You'll be sitting in your car for 7 hours. You won't get to the end of your own street. Let that stupid neighbor that just moved in, the guy from Michigan, he just moved in next door. And north is so much better, the pizza's so much better. Oh, a hurricane's coming, what do? You evacuate. Let him evacuate. Then you go next door and eat all his food. You go to the Home Depot or the Lowe's, whichever one you like. You go there and you buy lumber, you put it up on the windows. All the plywood that you put up on there. And then you write something on the plywood because of course hurricanes can read. Go away. Go, no, leave me alone. Go hit the asshole next door. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. It's what you do with that because we don't evacuate. Now I remember the year, you guys, some of you might remember this, some of you might not, but 2004. Do you remember that year that we had the 4 hurricanes? 4 of them. Didn't bother me a bit. I lost the house in a divorce that year. She got the house, hurricane got the roof. I'd call her up on the phone. How's the house, honey? Fuck you. I just said, blow an FPL, gotta get your power back on. Move on, let's go. It doesn't bother me. It sounds bitter, doesn't it? Because ex-wives, like I said, I was married 3 times. And I got 2 exes. I finally found my shoe that fit my Doris. I met her online. But you have to get those exes out of the way because they're good for you. They take away things that you don't need in your life. You know, things like money and houses and cars. And they take them away from you. They free you up so you can be the man you want to be. Sarcasm. I'm not really bitter though, because you had something once. If you're in a relationship and it doesn't work, remember this. Take it from Shannon. It's not you. It's just the shoe doesn't fit. You just didn't get along for whatever reason. And women are always the guilty party. And I'm going to explain this. Because women think they can fix men. You can't. We're just turds. Once you meet us, this is what we are. We're not going to change. You're not going to change us. Matter of fact, we might even get a little worse. So women, the responsibility's on you. But it's hard when you're in a relationship like that. I had 2 of them. I got rid of those. And it sounds like I'm bitter, but I'm not. We had something once, I let them go. I'm even nice. I live in Palm Bay, Florida. Where are my Palm Bay people? only a few of us. No, Palm Bay. Oh, no. Palm Bay is an old Indian word. It means trailer park. But I ran into one of my exes at the Palm Bay Walmart. I was nice. I walked up to him. I shook his hand. I told him all her favorite positions. I said, put the pillow over her face. She loves that one. Now she's going to kick and scream. That's her signal that she really likes it. If you push real hard, you won't hear her call out my name. Tap out, bitch. Tap out. But it's fun. It's fun doing comedy. You travel around. I was overseas. You go to the bathroom by yourself, not going to have a good time. Traveled all over the country doing comedy. I was also over in Iraq in 2012. I was there working for a contractor, which I take my hat off to. Where are the military people we got here? Military. What you got? What branch? Marine Corps. Wow! He's a tough guy right there. They're tough. They have to do it the hard way. They send the Marines in first. Which one do you want to be in? I want to go where the bullets are at me the least. I'll stay in the back. Air Force. Marines. Oh, I want to go right where it's thick and tough. Like you just go right on in there, champ. Yeah, that's what happens when you ask a Marine. Give me 10. You know what this guy will do? He'll drop down and he'll give you 10 good push-ups. Get an Army guy in the Army, people. I was in the Army. In the Army. You sell us, give us 10. We'll drop down and give you 10 good push-ups. And the Air Force people, at the Air Force, tell her, drop down, you give me 10. You know what she'll do? She'll look in her purse and say, I think I've got 2 5s. That's right. Well, we need you guys. That's what we do. We need you. All set, sir? Get a beer? Very good. Drink up. The more you drink, the funnier this shit is. And she brought 2 drinks. Well, you know, there's really funny about it, and I'll get to it in more depth, but my deck hasn't worked in like 3 years. So I didn't bring it with me tonight. Waste of time. I can jump higher, I can run faster. I don't have to worry if it's hanging to the left, hanging to the right. Women don't know nothing about that thing. You ever notice that when it's not in the right position and you're not supposed to just reach and grab a handful of it and move it around like that because they consider that rude. So guys will do that thing where they go like this. Or you can ask somebody else who just say, hey buddy, how you doing? Could you get a little tug and give it a wrap around and pull it this way and that way a little bit? It'd be rude if I did it, so. And I don't understand some things. Every once in a while I'll get up, when I had a day job, I'd get up early in the morning, lights would be out, wife would still be sleeping. And our underwear would get mixed up in my drawer. And I'd have a pair of her underwear. And in a hurry, and you just pulled them on. And all day I'm walking around going, feels good. I feel like that little song in my head going, I feel pretty, oh so pretty. But you know it's not men underwear. You know why? Because men underwear have that stupid little slit-looking thing. What is that slit-looking thing? They literally, I looked it up on ChatGPT. That slit-looking thing in underwear, not the briefs, but the briefs, not the boxers. They have this little side little slit thing, and they actually expect you to pull your penis out of through that slit to go pee. They think that's easier than just going whoop. Like I'm going to stick my dick in like a guillotine. No. I think this is some Oriental guy making it the underwear going, fuck those American bastards. being single is hard. We've got mostly married people, you all know that. My only message to anybody who doesn't know it already is find the shoe that fits. I found my Doris, she's my shoe that fits. I met her online. Being single is hard. And what women will do when they're single is they'll have what's known as a girls' night out. Do you have any girls' night out going on? You know what it's all right here? Yeah, it is. Got two of you, you need three. Be an official girls' night out, you need three. Because what will happen is one will have trouble with the penis. And then she will call her friends on the phone and say, I have trouble with the penis, blah, 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 whatever it did. And guess what, ladies? The penis is going to do it to you again. That's what the penis does. But they'll have what's known as a girls' night out to get even with the bad little penis. And they'll go out drinking. And the one that can't resist the penis, they put her in the middle. And then they surround her so that we can't get to her. We know she can't resist a dick, so we're going to hit her. We sit back and we send tequila shots till she gets wobbly. And then we move in for an easy snack. And that's when their friends all circle around like Custer, protecting her, going, our friend's a little drunk. And I'm going, no shit, bitch, I got her that way. Step aside, game's on. They go out together, they go home together. They will not separate. Wait a minute, hold on, we went out together, we go home together. Don't you go away from us, stay with us, little girl will protect you. Guys aren't the same way. If Jim sees some pussy, he's gonna get it. Hey, Jim, remember we went out together, but you're going, here's a condom, see you in the morning, bye-bye. Because men are pigs, ladies. I'm telling you right now, you can polish this all you want to, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Men are just simple creatures. Fundamental things. We want two things. Ready? You don't even have to write this down. I'm sure you can remember. Two things. Food and sex. That's it. If you don't have any food in the house, then we'll just take a double portion of sex. It's not that hard to understand. It's food and sex. All you got to do is show up naked with a sandwich in your hand, we are happy. After sex, if you think we're cuddling, we're not. We're searching for the remote control. And once we find it, the loving is over. Women, on the other hand, care about everything else. They do. Women care about everything. Toilet seats up or down. Is that a big issue with you ladies? Yes. My wife got mad the other day. You left the toilet seat up. I said, turn the light switch on. Look down. Take an interest where your ass is going. Which apparently is not the correct answer. My wife got mad at me because I left the toilet paper on the roll incorrectly. Right? What's the way to do it, ladies? How do you put the toilet paper on? Over the top, right? I asked my wife why. She says, because it looks pretty. I'm not doing anything because it looks pretty. And I've been out in public. I go to a Wawa or someplace where they put toilet paper under lock and key, because apparently toilet paper is very precious. But they'll have it on the roll incorrectly some places. It'll be on to the top. And a little bead of sweat will come out of my forehead. Because I know somebody's getting an ass whooping for this not being on correctly. And if I can, if it's not locked up, I will fix it so the guy doesn't get said ass whooping. Because guys don't have rules with toilet. Well, we have one rule with toilet paper. We just want some toilet paper to wipe our ass with. Is that asking so much? Because if you don't leave us any paper, we're just going to use the roll. People from Palm Bay are going, yeah, the roll. Not like that, like this. Honey! Honey, can you bring me some paper, please? You do not want to run out of paper, do you? You don't want to do that prison walk where you're like in handcuffs. Okay. Is anybody in the hallway? Just checking. Okay. Women never run out of toilet paper. Never. Because they squirrel it everywhere. They're like squirrels with nuts with toilet paper. They don't want to run out of it. They'll have it in the hallway closet. They'll have it underneath the sink. They'll even have an emergency roll right on the toilet itself. But they don't want you to think it's toilet paper, so they disguise it. They put that Dr. Seuss hat, doily looking cover thing on it. It just makes it more soft and absorbent. Hey, if it's soft and absorbent, it's in the bathroom, I'm wiping my ass with it. I'll put it back and blame it on the cat. heard Jim asking before by people, cat lovers, dog lovers, what we got here? Dogs? I got both. Cats are kind of, it's kind of cool. See, I'm being a comic. I can go on the road for 3 or 4 days, come back, cats is fine, dog's dead. When I'm 65 years old, we've had this dog for almost a year and a half now. My wife thought it would be nice to get a golden retriever puppy. Do we have any people with golden retrievers? Any of you have golden retrievers? No, you just acknowledging the dog. Anybody with a golden retriever? Golden doodle, I don't know if that counts. I don't know. If it's got golden in it, that's just golden shower. This little fucker got nothing but energy all day long. Keeps going. He went from like 15 pounds, he's 90 pounds now. And we took him to the vet to get him fixed. And do you know when they fix a dog, they give him a tattoo? The dog's cooler than I am. He's got a tattoo on his dick. Like barbed wire going around. I can't even believe it. And he sleeps in the bed between us, but he doesn't sleep in the bed normal. He has to sleep like 69. So his head's that way, and then I wake up in the morning and I'm like reaching over to get my wife, and all I get is dog dick. What the hell is this? Swirly. It's weird. There you go. That's 2 months. That's 2 months time. You guys going to get something to drink, or am I too much for you? Okay, good. I don't want to offend anybody. That's it. He said dog dick. I'm in here. But it's hard being married. You got to worry about it. Women care about things, like I said, men don't care about it. Shopping. Women will go shopping. They go shopping with no intention of buying anything. They call it browsing. They're just going to go shopping with no money. Just going out looking and shopping. They take the shirt off the rack and they take all the 50,000 pins out of it, look at it, and they put it back. And my wife thinks she's creating jobs with all this stuff. We don't do that. They call it browsing. Guys don't do that, do we, guys? When we go shopping, we go on a mission. We got something we got to buy. We got a project to do. So we go out with money in our pocket with the intention of buying something. We're going to buy something, we leave. Unless we go to a home improvement store. Oh yeah, home improvement stores. Those are stores we can walk in all day and look at shit we're never going to do. It's true. Oh yeah. Like Home Depot and Lowe's. We got Home Depot and Lowe's here. Which one do you like better? Lowe's? I like Lowe's better? I don't like Lowe's as much. I like Home Depot. But I can't go into Home Depot anymore. I get kicked out. Oh yeah, I went in there drunk. Guy came up to me with that orange apron on and said, "Man, you're the ugliest Hooters girl I've ever seen." Gotta get away from me. It's just fun. Men and women are different. I have traveled all over this country. One of the things that I've observed is that women do something different than men when it comes to the bathroom. Guys have rules about very little, but when it comes to penises and the use thereof, we have rules, don't we, sir? We have rules for that. If we have to go to the bathroom, if he and I have to go to the bathroom at the same time, one of us will wait. We're not playing the Brokeback Mountain here. He will go, and he will come back, then I will go. See, that man's going by himself. That's a heterosexual way to do it. Thank you for demonstrating that. Women, on the other hand, will go in clusters, like this lady's going, but you're not going to have a good time. Women will go 3, 4, 5 at a time, and then come back and bitch there was a line in the bathroom. Well, duh. A woman will get up on this side of the room to go to the bathroom by herself. A woman over here sees that and realizes that there's something in the bathroom, a seesaw or something in that bathroom that requires 2 people. So she will get up and become her new pee-pee buddy to go to the bathroom together. It's unbelievable. We won't do that. We don't play that game. And when they get in the bathroom, they're nice to each other. Do you realize women talk in the bathroom? Do you know that? Women, do we talk in the bathroom? No. What's the rule? If your dick is out, your mouth is shut. Am I making this up? My wife didn't know this. Guys will not talk. Am I? Somewhere around 5th grade, get a little hair on your nuts. Nobody ever really tells you officially. You don't talk in the bathroom. We don't talk in the bathroom. If he and I are best buds and we go to the bathroom, once we get to the threshold of the bathroom, We stopped talking. If we're in that bathroom and his pants are on fire, I would let him burn to death. Not talking. Women talk in the bathroom. They talk about anything they want to. And when women are nice to each other, if a woman runs out of toilet paper, her new pee-pee buddy in the next stall can help her out with toilet paper. This lady told me this. Is this true or is she jerking me around? What's the code? What's the rule? What do you say? Look out for each other. Very nice. Kumbaya. Well, I like all this transgender stuff. I feel like a woman tonight. I'm just going to walk right in on you. I'm going to look out for you. They have code. The lady said you knock on the wall and say, can you spare a square? And if she has paper, all she has to do is reach underneath with her hand and it'll fill her hand with paper. Right? Sir, what would you do to me if I did this to you? Hey, what are you, a senator? Get out of here. It's true. It's true. It's unbelievable. Women, it's just the way that women are with stuff like that. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But I'm just glad to be here. You guys drinking? So some of you guys went to the bar and drink. I can't drink anymore. I stopped drinking in 1997 because I had trouble with alcohol. I used to tell policemen they were too fat to be in uniform. Oh yeah, no, I drank way too much. I had to quit drinking. I got a DUI. Actually, I got a DUI. So be very careful. Don't get DUIs. I blew a .26. Yeah. Now, when you go to AA meetings, which was mandatory, they always ask me that question: "What'd you blow? What'd you blow? What'd you blow?" Guy on the left of me, I said, "What'd you blow?" He goes, "Oh, I blew like .8 or whatever." I blew a 2.6. I looked at the lady in the right of me and said, "What'd you blow?" She said, "The cop." And I used to be cool drinking. I used to be okay. I'd have a couple of beers. I'd walk up to Mary, pretty Mary sitting there. I'd walk up to her at the dance floor and say, "Hey, Mary, how you doing? My name's Shannon. You want to dance?" Everything was fine. After 3 or 4 more beers, I started to sound like Jack Nicholson. I go, "Jesus Christ, all I want to do is wrap my hands around your fat ass. Give you the high hard one for a couple hours and make you light up like a goddamn pinball machine." And the cops would show up. "Come on, let's go. What are you doing?" So I don't drink anymore. And like I said, I was married twice before, but I married my third wife, Doris. She's my shoe that fits. Always find, once you find the shoe that fits, the walking's easy. I met her online. Any online daters in the audience? You got online date? What site? What site are you? Hey, I remember you. You wouldn't write me back. Don't worry, I was seeing you. You just weren't seeing me. It's good. Did you guys get married? You know, I don't even know why. He's got the sperm look on his face. But he also is wearing the matching shirts. Isn't that cute? I like that. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Did she let you bring your dick? Did she? Still works? I don't want to get personal. Still works? Oh, yeah. Well, what are you doing here? Go home. Go home. I don't know. I met my wife on Match.com. She's my little internet hoe. She hates that joke. She's a Pollyanna. My wife's the Pollyanna. Because I did a joke about birthdays, and it's true with simple things like birthdays. Women are sensitive about stuff. Not so much that they want the present or they want something, they do, but they want you to know. They want to know that you love them and that you remembered their day, their anniversary, or their birthday. And women want things for their birthdays. It's important that you get them something, and it makes life so much better. You know, cakes, candles, cards, dinner, dancing. They want all that stuff. They want to cuddle. Cuddle. You love that, don't you? Yeah. What they really want is jewelry. Now, I recommend the pearl necklace, but they will not go for that. Now, I was doing a show in Orlando, Florida. My wife's in the audience. And after the show, she came up to me and she said, "What woman wouldn't want a pearl necklace? They're beautiful." I married Pollyanna. Come on, honey. That's just the way it is. And how long you been married? She can't even answer simple questions. 15 years. Wow, big hand for Maynard's Malay in 14 years. When you're dating, the oral sex is like on fire. She will gobble you all the time, don't she? It's like auditioning for a job. She wants the job. Once you get married, though, her neck muscles get strong. It's like, I don't have to do that anymore. That's why you gotta sneak up on it. Wife will be laying on the couch, laying, she says she doesn't snore, but she doesn't really snore. She does that like woman snore, you know, that little thing, that little. But her mouth's slightly open, and I'll walk up there and I say block because I don't have no lip. I got the block. Yeah, but I met her online, and well, if you're gonna online date, you guys can probably attest to this. If you're gonna online date, if you're ever gonna do it in the future, it's a great thing, guys love it, because you can sit at home dating 3, 4, 5 girls at the same time. You're in underwear, scratching your nuts. You know, you haven't spent a dime, they find out you're an asshole, you didn't lose any time or nothing, you just keep dating until you find the shoe that fits. But you gotta meet. Once you finally meet, you gotta meet someplace safe, someplace neutral, someplace, because people online can be psycho. Now, disadvantage was my wife was previously married, and they used to go to a club in town called Groucho's that was here. And I used to host that show there for a long time. So she had already seen me, so she knew who I was. But we met at the Melbourne Square Mall, and we both brought our safety valves. She had her phone so that her co-workers could call her and check to make sure she was okay. She was duct taped in my trunk. And I brought my daughter, who was 12 at the time, I brought her with me so that she could be my bailout. Because sometimes you meet people and you say, well, this isn't working, I don't like this. I don't want to spend too much time on it. So my daughter had to signal after 20 minutes, come up and say, are we going to the pet store? Well, after 20 minutes, her phone rang. She said, no, things are fine. And my daughter came up to me after 20 minutes and she said, we're going to the pet store. I said, no, here's $20, beat it. Because sparks flew. And I've dated a lot of women, Money. You wouldn't think about it looking at this face. But apparently a sense of humor is what women like. And I dated a lot of women. I met a lot of women. But sparks didn't fly like that. There was electricity. And that's rare. And we had electric sparks were like that. It was great. And we just got along right away. And everything was pretty good. And the trick with it, and I don't know if any of you kids here don't know this, but when the going is easy, it's no big deal. Everything's fine and it's not hard. It's when the going gets tough, that's when you know she's got your back. That's the real love. And to prove the point, I got sick. I got the flu, I got dehydrated, my blood pressure dropped to 70/40. I went to the ER, I was passing out, I thought I was dying. And my wife, Doris, was there. And I said, honey, I'm scared. And she said, don't worry, I've got you. I didn't worry anymore. And then she said, give me your wallet, I've got to pay the copay. And I knew that was my wife there. But it's not easy. It's not easy. You can love all you want to, but you're not going to necessarily understand them. I'm 65 years old. Sometimes I take a lot of medications for blood pressure and other things, so I get constipated. Love that constipation. So I'll be in the bathroom, and I'll be doing my business, and you'll be in there for a while. We do our best business in the bathroom. I'm not leaving until my legs are numb and I got that red ass running. But we got a cell phone. The old days, you used to take a newspaper and stick it underneath your arm. And that way they knew you were going to take a dump. Now you got a cell phone, they can't tell what you're doing when you go in there. You've got the same thing. And the best thing about the cell phone is if you have a world record moment in the bathroom, you can take a picture of it and send it to your wife because they love those. Love them. But when I get constipated and I'm in that bathroom, it's hard for things to happen. And you put your ear to the door when I'm in there, it sounds like I'm having sex in there. So I'm like, oh yeah, come on. Oh yeah, right there. It's so close, so close. Oh, that's the spot. Right around the outside, around the outside. Then my wife will knock on the door. She, what are you doing in there? I said, I was taking a shit. You just scared the gopher back up the hole. Thank you very much. craziness. And sometimes I'll do that late at night. I can do shows. This one's an earlier show. But sometimes I get shows, I won't be home till 11 or 12. My wife will already be in bed. I don't care. She said I do. That means she will. She signed the dotted line. She's just going to miss the best 2.5 minutes of her life. I'll listen to the door. I listen for a snore. That's a mating call. I'm going in. I spoon in behind her. I stick it in. I know when I hit her spot, she'll go. That just makes me chuckle just thinking about it. She'll wake up the next day and she'll say, I had a dream last night that we had sex. I said, yeah, well, guess what? You're going to have that dream again tonight. Be a reoccurring dream. She's funny that way. But like I said before, I wouldn't share too much, but don't rush the stage. Nothing. Stopped 2 or 3 years ago between high blood pressure and pre-diabetes. Didn't take care of myself, so kids, take care of yourselves. Eat right, exercise, have all the sex you can have, because shit starts to stop working. Got my glasses with me just in case I want to go to the bathroom and see my wiener. These are those glasses that really have no magnification up here on the top, so you can see distance. And down here, they're like readers, so you can read down there. And so when you look down, when you got these on and you look down at your dick, it's like, wow, that's a big dick. No, not really. Ooh, that's a movie right there. There you go. My wife will get mad at me sometimes. She'll go, you got a little dick. I said, well, look at it through these. Godzilla. Yeah, so the dick stopped working. My wife's, we don't have sex that much, but when we do, kind of likes to have a little stiffy going on here. My stiffy wasn't stiffing it. She said, you gotta go see the doctor. First thing the doctor said, we're gonna try compression socks. Any compression socks, people? I'm the only loser here tonight. I'll tell you. Got them on right now. Hell yeah. You go down to the beach with compression socks on, women ain't running up to you. You got black socks all the way up to your knee, and women don't give a shit about you. I am that thing I used to make jokes about. But the compression sock was supposed to push blood flow up to the penis area. And the only good thing about a compression sock, if you've ever had one before, is you go to like the Brownings or somewhere to get your first pair. And the lady shows you how to put them on. And this is her job. She does it every day, so she really don't care. She's like, go in that dressing room. I get in there, and she says, take your pants off. Damn, not a cigarette or a drink or nothing. You take the pants off, and she shows you how to put the sock on. She works it up her leg. She's working it up the inside, working the wrinkles out of the sock. She's not working the wrinkles out of my ball sack, trust me. You might change the pattern, but you're not getting the wrinkles out. No, it's staying there. And that didn't work. They feel good, I wear them, but that didn't fix the problem. So the second thing that they said that I should do is a CPAP machine. Any CPAP wearers? No CPAP wearers? Just anybody? You got a CPAP? Sleep like a baby, right? No, you don't like it? I sleep like a baby with mine. I got the one that goes right up. You're not sexy though. Oh no. My wife will lay next to me in bed. She'll say something sexy to me, and I'll say, Luke, I am your father. No. They're monitored. Did you know they're monitored? Yeah, that's the closest we're going to get to a three-way. I give them a show. I'm like, hey, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yeah. Hey, who brought the goat in here? Hey, who's your daddy? Gotta have fun. But that didn't do it. So a third thing, she says, you gotta go to the doctor and get it checked out. And the doctor goes in there and he says, we gotta check you for blood flow. I said, okay, well, that's how you're gonna do it with the blood flow. You know how they check you for blood flow? Guys, you're not gonna believe this. You go into the doctor's office and the nurse takes you into the side office. And she takes gel and she puts it in her hand. And she rubs it all up and down your penis. Then she takes a wand to check for blood flow, like an ultrasound that slightly vibrates, and she goes up and down your penis with that wand. And I said, damn, this $20 copay is going pretty far. I'm there like 3 times a week. And she said, no, Mr. Hall, no, your penis is a goner. Yeah, She said, you can try one of three things. The first thing you can do is you can try Viagra. You can try it. Take the pill for blood flow. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But take the whole pill. If anybody take Viagra, don't take a half a tablet. If she dies, she dies. Give her the whole pill. Don't snap it in half. Don't take half a tablet, because if you take half a tablet, it just gets fat in the middle, and the end gets all wiggly wobbly. And that's no good for anybody, so take the whole pill. That didn't really work. And then the second thing they do is they have a shot, like adrenaline for your heart. This is for your dick. And you stick it in before you're going to have sex. Now, I don't know about you, but if foreplay consists of a needle going into my dick, I'd just as soon sit up and watch Matlock. Thank you very much. The third thing is surgery. They insert a balloon into your penis so that you can pump it up during sex. You can have it so you can pump it up, but you can pump it up to get the bone. And then with my luck, she would probably make a balloon animal out of it. So that probably isn't going to work, so I'm not doing that. So I went home and I told my wife, I said, my dick's a goner. You know what Doris said to me? She said, I'd rather make love to you one time a year than with anybody else. And I go, well, good, that's going to be our schedule. And I know when we're going to have sex in the Hall household. I know when we're going to do it, because everybody has a signal. You usually have a signal when you want to fool around. Do you guys have a signal? Or do you just walk out with your dick in your hand and go, ah! Go. You probably walk out with a wet towel on it, don't you? I wish. Signals, got a winky wink, got a code word. Like I said, I walk out and say, hey, come on, let's go. My wife's signal is she gets a beach towel out of the closet and puts it on the bed. That's a signal. Because apparently I'm Mr. Messy. I said, are you out of your mind? Ain't nothing coming out of my dick but dust. She goes, those are Egyptian cotton sheets, and I just changed them, and I'm not going to change them again for you. You know how hard it is with my fingers and this arthritis to change those Egyptian cotton sheets on there? So you just stay on the towel there, Mr. Messy. And the towel is a beach towel with the face of Goofy on it. Do you know how hard it is to have sex on a beach towel with the face of Goofy looking up at you? And I weigh 250 pounds, I can't hold me up. So missionary position's out of the question. I'm laying on top of her like... And if I get behind her, it's no better because my leg cramps up. It's like, oh my God, oh, this hurts, oh my God, what's going on? My knees clicking, I'm kicking, and oh my, this is terrible. And my wife Doris, she don't know what's going on. She's in front there going, this is what Mama likes right here. That's right. And in one hand, she's got that needle, and she's trying to stab me with the needle. And in the other hand, she's pumping me up. And I've got the CPAP machine, and I'm pulling out, going, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? And she's going, stay on the towel. Stay on the towel. So my point is, go home, have sex. Call me, I want to listen. My name is Shannon Hall. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you very much. Bert's coming back in here. One more time for Jim Moran over there. There he is. Thank you. You guys appreciate good support for this cause. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Got it?